In December 1991, something unbelievable happened. One of the strongest superpowers on earth simply disappeared. No giant war, no final battle. One day the Soviet Union existed, the next day it was gone. People woke up confused. Soldiers did not know who they served. Citizens did not know which country they lived in. So today we ask a simple question with a very complex answer. Why did the Soviet Union suddenly collapse? To understand this, we must go back in time and slowly uncover the hidden cracks inside this massive empire. The Soviet Union was not just one country. It was a giant union of 15 republics across Europe and Asia. It controlled land, armies, factories, and millions of people. The government controlled almost everything: jobs, food, media, and money. On paper, it looked very powerful, but real power is not just weapons and land. Real power comes from a strong economy and happy people. And this is where the Soviet Union started to struggle. The Soviet economy looked strong from the outside, but inside it was very weak. The government decided what to produce, how much, and where it would go. This caused huge problems. The shops were empty, people waited hours just to buy bread and soap. Factories focused on quantity, not quality. While Western countries improved technology and living standards, the Soviet Union stayed stuck in the past. And because of this, slowly people lost faith in the system. During the Cold War, the Soviet Union tried to match the United States in weapon and military power. Nuclear bombs, tanks, submarines, everything cost money, too much money. While citizens struggled, the government spent huge amounts on the military. This drained the economy even more. Instead of fixing daily life, leaders focused on showing strength to the world. Over time, this choice pushed the country closer to collapse. In 1980s, a new leader came to power, Mikhail Gorbachev. He saw the problems and wanted change. He introduced two big ideas, glasnost and perestroika. Glasnost meaning openness and perestroika meaning restructuring. People could finally speak more freely. The economy was slowly opened, but change came too fast and without control. Instead of fixing the system, these reforms exposed its deepest weakness. For the first time in decades, people could complain openly, and they did. Citizens talked about corruption, poverty, and lies. Protests grew larger. Workers went on strike. Students demanded freedom. Once people tasted freedom of speech, it could never be taken back. The government lost control of the story, and trust in the communist system collapsed rapidly. As central control weakened, these republicans wanted freedom. Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Ukraine, and others demanded independence. Moscow could no longer force them to stay. The union started breaking apart from the inside, like cracks spreading through glass. In August 1991, hardline communist leaders tried to stop the collapse. They attempted a coup placing Gorbachev under house arrest. Tanks rolled into Moscow, but the people resisted. The army refused to fight its own citizens. The coup failed, and with it, the last chance to save the Soviet Union. In December 1991, leaders of the remaining republics met quietly. They agreed that the Soviet Union no longer existed. The red flag was lowered from the Kremlin. A new Russia was born. An empire that lasted nearly 70 years ended without a war, but not without pain. The Soviet Union did not fall because of one event. It collapsed because of a weak economy, endless military spending, failed reforms, rising freedom, and people who no longer believed. When trust disappears, even the strongest empire falls. The Soviet Union is proof that real power comes from the people, not from the fear. That's all guys, see you in the next video.